D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So I wanted to do this, read this article. This is like from 3 days ago, right? It says 3 days right there, huh? But I didn't have time to do it then because I was busy. But yeah, so I wanted to go through it today, and this is from Giant Frickin' Robot. And it says Robert Pattinson out as Batman? Question mark. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. Let's go through this. And I mean, real quick, it's not talking about like out right now, but just that after these 3 movies, there's no more Robert Pattinson Batman. And I want to say before we, I'll give you my thoughts on that as soon as we get through a little bit of this, because I do have thoughts about it. Okay. So now I did a review of the Batman. You can check that out. I want to just say I gave it a positive review, but after watching it for a second time, most recently, it's not my favorite Batman movie. In fact, I have a very strong opinion. I don't think Matt Reeves likes Batman. I don't think he likes Batman. And I think that if he would have went in the direction that I think he really wanted to go and, dehumanizing or deconstructing Batman, I think the fans would have turned on him pretty hardcore. I think that that's what his goal was. Like, I really don't think he likes Batman. But let's you can disagree with me on that. I just really don't think you're right if you do. But anyways, all right, let's go through this. Okay. Warner Brothers Discovery has been causing all kinds of issues for the DC department. Yeah, they have. Daddy Zaslav has. The media conglomerate canceled Batgirl, leaving everyone reeling after that. Yeah, they were. People are. Listen, don't get me wrong. I understand why they canceled Batgirl, but some people were like, so they're calling it racist, and I'm like, get out of here, stop it. If it would have been Zoe Deutsch who should have played Batgirl, you wouldn't be complaining about it. I'm pretty sure you all would be like, yay, they should have canceled it. Anyways, let's see. After that, the CEO of WBD, David Zaslav, announced a new 10-year plan for the comic company. Hearkening to what Marvel was able to do with the MCU, which is a good plan. It's a good plan. This has left plenty of worries that other films and shows would be in peril. One of those films happens to be the spectacular Matt Reeves-led The Batman. I don't think it's spectacular, but it's a lot of people really love it, but I really think people like it because it was the first Batman movie that we got in a long time. Like solo Batman movie, and I honestly just feel like people loved it because of that, not because it was that great. It really wasn't that great. A new rumor is suggesting that Robert Pattinson will be exiting DC after Reeves finishes his trilogy of the Caped Crusader. While this may not come as a shock to a lot of people, it kills any hope that Pattinson would appear in the future DCEU films. Now, I have to say right now, I like this idea of him exiting after his trilogy. I say finish the trilogy off to see where it goes. I don't think it'll go anyplace really special. I don't like the No Man's Land. I like No Man's Land, that whole storyline, but they did it way too fast in these movies, and I just feel like it's gonna. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I just don't. I personally don't think that was the best course of action, but we'll see. But again, I think that is the wise decision because I don't think this Batman's gonna fit in any DC EU scenario. It's like kind of like the Dark Knight trilogy. Like I was bummed they ended it, but at the same time, I'm glad they did because that also, I don't think that would have fit in a DCEU scenario. Okay. Robert Pattinson has been quite the surprise as the Dark Knight. He portrayed Bruce Wayne and Batman in a way that had not been done before. I mean, I don't know about the Batman part not done before, but the Bruce Wayne for sure. I didn't like his Bruce Wayne. I mean, we didn't get enough for me to really just like hate it, but I didn't personally care for it. Like, it was just like, it was too brooding, and I don't know. I would have guessed he's Batman because I'm like, oh, he's you never see him. He's got time and everything, yada yada yada. All right, I'm taking too long with this. Let me get to this article and then I'll give you my opinions. Before Matt Reeves turned the Batman into a neo-noir film that also involved superheroes. Well, as super as the Penguin and Catwoman can appear without powers. Still, the performances in the film were highly lauded including Paul Dano as the Riddler based on the ending of the film, we can expect to see the Riddler team up with the Joker. There were meant to be a spin-off shows based on the Penguin and Arkham Asylum. Those are canceled. But with the entire shakeup happening at WB Discovery, we are not sure if that is going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I think those shows are DOA. Yeah. This rumor about Pattinson being phased out of the DC might be a strong indication that the expansive universe of the Batman is going to be comprised only of the trilogy by Reeves, which again, I think that's a good idea. I just think that this Batman is so different that I just don't know how you would incorporate a Superman and Wonder Woman in this. I just really don't get how you would do it. Like this movie was very like realistic in the terms of if Batman was real. And I just think once you start throwing Superman and Wonder Woman in there, I think that it takes it to a different place. Should this rumor be true, the silver lining is that Matt Reeves is going to be given his trilogy to fully tell the story of Robert Pattinson Batman. It would be a shame if he was only given one film, especially considering how expensive the lore of Batman is. We have been given our first look at the Joker, but there is no telling what other villains are going to be added. So far, we have seen Riddler, Penguin, Joker, Carmine Falcone, and Catwoman. There are plenty more of the Batman's rogues gallery to be added. We are still hoping to see Clayface appear in a live action at some point. That would be fun. DC has become a bit of a mess because of the actions enacted by WBD. Head of DC Films, Walter Hamada, nearly left his job because of Batgirl being canceled. Well, oh, boo frickin' who. You needed to go anyways. Nobody would have been sad for Walter Hamada to quit. I wouldn't have been sad. He is, quite a douche. Okay. However, he has agreed to stay on to at least see Black Adam release in October, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of getting more excited for that the closer it gets. We are not sure how Black Adam and Shazam: Fury of the Gods will factor into the grand scheme of this 10-year plan, but it seems everything else is fair game to be canceled. Hamada had stated that The Flash was meant to reboot the DCEU by bringing in the Flashpoint Paradox storyline. This story follows the Flash as he travels to a new reality where Bruce Wayne is dead, but Thomas Wayne is now Batman. This could be why Michael Keaton was going to be reprising his role as Batman. That plan might not happen, and we will be without Keaton or Robert Pattinson in the future. I think that's it. Yes. Okay, so I think, listen, I don't know if Matt Reeves should get 2 more movies or if they should just end it now. I do think that if he did get another movie, I would definitely watch it. A second and third movie. I would definitely watch them. I'd go to the theater and watch them and everything. But like I said before, and plus I just don't know if this is really, if this needs to continue. I don't know, man. I thought that that movie was fine. Now that I've had time to rewatch it and really let it marinate. But yeah, like I said before, Matt Reeves I don't think he likes Batman. I think he's just trying to tear down such a great character, and I'll have none of that. Plus I don't like his Bruce Wayne as is. And I don't know if I like them doing the No Man's Land storyline so soon. Like that's such a hearty, thick storyline that I don't know. I don't know if he could cover it and do a good job, and I don't know. But I will just say this. I think Robert Pattinson is a good actor. Those Twilight movies really turned me off to him, but then he's done so many movies where I didn't like that. Oh crap. I didn't like that Lighthouse movie. But he did such a good job in that movie. He's definitely a good actor. So I would say I would want to see another movie just to see what Robert Pattinson does with the character and everything. But yeah, I'll stay and, you know, we're all, it's all up in the air and we'll see what happens. But I am curious to see what they're gonna do and you know what Matt Reeves has in store in terms of this goes, but I'm just not excited for it. All right, that's my thoughts on that. Sorry, my alarm kind of threw me off there. All right, tell me what you guys think about this news. Do you think Robert Pattinson should get a chance to do Batman 2 more times? Do you think they should keep him around? Did you really love the Batman? Yeah, all that good stuff. Tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next Batman video. You guys have a good day. Bye.